What is up, you guys? It's Agent Tactic here. Want to do a quick video on the side charging handle from Bear Creek Arsenal. This is the right hand side. Test fired the gun, newly built. I am doing it's being undergassed just a little bit, so I gotta figure out what's going on. Using the same barrel, same carbine length system, 16-inch barrel carbine length gas system. It's a pinned gas tube. I'm using the same barrel on a different gun and it works just fine. For some reason, this is not working on this build, so might be just increasing the buffer itself, and hopefully that will fix the issue and create a little bit more of a back pressure. But anyways, went ahead and tested out the gun itself, and fortunately 40 rounds into it, the handle itself started to work its way loose. And well, according to all the reviews that I've read, that is true. But 40 rounds into it, right? And I've tightened this thing down. I think this is original. Tightened it down really hard. Still manages to work its way loose. So, not too happy about that. So I did some modifications to the bolt itself. Went ahead and bought some, like, two other types of, or not two types, but two other links, right? So this is the original. I don't know if I could zoom it in. There you go. So this is the original. This is like slightly longer, and then this the longest one there is. And this is originally like a 30 millimeter length. This is, I think, like a 25, and this original one's like, I think it's like a 22 millimeter length. Some YouTube videos says that they use a M5 Allen wrench or key. In this case, mine's a M4 for the original. So this is a 0.8 thread pitch, if anybody wants to know. Okay. And these are the newer ones. 0.8. Original. 0.8. Okay. Zoom back out. For some reason, the replacement screws did not want to fit into the handle all that well. Okay, so it's a little tight. The head's a little it's oversized. So I had to find a way to make it fit. So what I ended up doing was taking some 220 grit, and I ended up just, putting the head into this gun here, electric gun, drill gun, and just went to town with it, right? Wrapped this around, let it spin, let it work its way until I got it to fit inside. It's a little tight still. The head itself, I just put the threads inside the gun and let it spin. Again, trying using sandpaper, I think it wasn't all that effective. So what I ended up doing was taking a file, like one of them large files. Let's see if I can get it. One of these things, and started spinning the head on it, right? Works so much faster. I have a drill, or not drill, but like a grinding wheel, I guess you could say, downstairs. I didn't want to go down there and make so much noise because I'm living in an apartment, so I don't want to bother people in it. And it was like about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, So I went ahead and just went away on the head with a file here until I got to what I needed, right? So it's still a little tight yet. I'm using a lock wash on this time around. Hopefully this will prevent it from coming loose. And yes, I had to shave a little bit of the outer diameter because it's a little too wide as well. And hopefully it all works out. So with everything here, let's see if I can just jam this in here. So I think after grinding the length that I needed off 30 millimeter, I think we went down to make like a 27, 26. But I have about 1, 2, 3, I think 5 or 6 threads sticking out. Versus, that's including with the lock washer. Versus the original, you can tell the difference. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3. So looking at 4 threads versus a 5 or a 6. All right. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see if I can get this thing back in here. Okay. So looking at this again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4. Yeah. So after that lock wash gets crushed, you're looking about like 6 threads, which should be plain enough because I've pre-tested it, and it actually almost flushes up with the inside of the bolt carrier group here. So, and then of course I to get the coloring back, I ended up just bluing the screw here with the birch bluing thing. So let's see if I can get this back in. So it's not spinning anymore. Let's look inside, and you can see here. So it's not sticking out where it's gonna impede the bolt head, but it's still tight enough, and I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. So until then, this is my fix to the bolt handle from becoming loose. But again, I'm gonna have to test it out, see how many rounds before it actually comes loose, and I'm hoping that it's not going to.